Hey, it's Bluegubrious here, doing a follow-up video for the Kernam Ridge overdrive pedal, and the short version of this video would be to just tell you that I absolutely love it, that I hoped it would be good, and it was way better than expected, and the truth is, and probably more of what this video will be about, is that I don't think I will ever need to buy another overdrive pedal. Now, I want to say a few things out of the gate. First of all, you see the shirt. I am not sponsored. They didn't pay me. I just love the company and I love the pedal, and I want to make sure that that's clear, that I don't gain anything by doing the video. They didn't ask me to do it. In fact, I'm going to warn you about something with the video. I don't think it's a negative review, but I am going to give you I'm going to philosophize a little bit. So let me say a couple of things at the outset. First, I want to make sure we're clear on what I do with the pedal, because what you would do might be very different. In fact, I would expect it to be different, and that is that I'm not a gigging musician. I write and record music privately, and some of it I put here on YouTube. I don't intend to make money doing this. I used to be a gigging musician, used to play live and make pretty decent money, and got to meet some pretty famous people back in the day, but I don't do that anymore. So I want to make sure we're clear that your mileage is going to vary on how you would use this pedal, and so I want to be absolutely clear that I use it for production mainly. I don't usually switch between sounds like I just did on that loop. That's not really my thing. But I would tell you, if I gigged, I would absolutely see that as being valuable, setting up multiple sounds. I mean, listen to the difference in these sounds. The clean sound is this. That's just a Telecaster playing through my two normal little amps. One Fendery, one Marshall Joyo amps. Ignore the buzzing. That's not the system. It's the LED light that I'm lighting. I have it tuned down a little bit, or dimmed a little, so it's not too bright. So that's the clean sound. And then here is the first sound I played. Just sort of a boosty, clonny kind of sound. And then I have a little bit more distortion, a little more gain. And then more of a lead tone. And then lastly was sort of a heavier rhythm. And one question someone asked, if that person happens to be watching this video, is yes, the switching is absolutely silent. So listen. Yeah, there's no clicking, no hesitation and that kind of thing when you click through presets. Okay, so what's the video about? I'm going to turn the pedal off right now so that the noise is a little less. The reason I said I want to give you a little warning has to do with what we all look for when we watch YouTube videos, which I love. I love all of them. I love all the guys that you probably love if you watch YouTube guitar videos and music videos, which is, Beato is very cool. He's a good guy, by the way, if you didn't know. the Andertons guys, That Pedal Show, Keith from 5 Watt World, especially Tom Bukovac, homeschool, and love all that stuff. I watch all of it. I'm subscribed to all those people and want to support them, and some of the smaller channels too out there. So I love guitar content. I love those things. But one of the things, if you're a YouTube follower, a content follower, and a guitar player, is the advertisement for pedals and the endless options you have out there of videos and content being made to demonstrate pedals. And like you, I followed all of those. That's how I found the Kernum Ridge, was through YouTube. I didn't know I was looking for a pedal, but I apparently was. And what ended up happening was I had about 10 or 12 Overdrive flavors, all cheap pedals, all clones of Blues Breakers, of Tube Screamers, of Klons. I had a bunch of them. Still have those, actually. And so my board down here was getting so cluttered, and I wasn't really using all of them. And in the end, when I saw what this pedal could do, the Ridge, I thought, man, one pedal. Imagine if I got one pedal and replaced all those pedals and was able to do presets and all of that. And so I did it. I pulled the trigger. I am very, very much on a limited budget. I don't have any expensive gear at all. This is even a made in Mexico guitar here, and that is an Orangewood back there, my daughter's guitar. And so yeah, all my stuff is affordable, and some of it outright cheap. So paying the price I did for the pedal, I don't remember how much it was at the time. It was a big purchase for me. So I want to try to get something across to you that happened to me that might be the best thing in the world for you and might be dangerous to you, which is that I mean it. I will never have to buy another Overdrive pedal. Every sound I ever wanted to get is in this pedal. And I'm not saying that as a sales pitch. I'm saying that when you juxtapose that idea that this pedal can do everything with everything you see out there on YouTube, I have a warning for you. What would happen if you got every sound you ever wanted? And maybe, is there a problem with us as a viewer, as a consumer, thinking we need all those sounds, or thinking the next thing that comes up is something we need, and the poor guys trying to make a buck selling the things and doing demos, making them sound so great, we think we're missing something. And what I have learned with the Kernum Ridge is I don't watch Overdrive videos anymore, and I don't think about buying pedals. And the truth is, there is a little bit of sadness with that. That's the philosophy part, which is I didn't expect that. I loved watching Overdrive videos so much, thinking maybe I was going to have one or some of them at some point. And then I find this pedal and I get every sound I ever wanted out of it. And now I just have this sort of, I don't know, I feel maybe I'm not one of the cool kids anymore in the Overdrive world. And the truth is, I'm coming to grips with that. I think I'm okay with it. But I guess I'm telling you, you can see by the title of the video, that was my wife's idea, that this is your wife's favorite pedal, and that's because you'll never have to buy another one. She won't have to hear you try to justify why you need another Klon or another Tube Screamer. So anyway, maybe you're not that kind of person. I really am not the person to buy a bunch of gear and keep buying things, but I really was looking for specific sounds, and now I can get them. In fact, since I'm here and I'm plugged up, and that's the way Josh at JHS says it, I'm plugged up. Maybe they say that in Missouri or wherever they're from. Let me show you something. Right now, I just turned the pedal on. So here it is off. Here it is on. And that out of the gate, I mean, the basic sound is a good sound. I mean, with all the knobs at noon, it's just a... Just ignore my monitor back there. They're going off right now because they're on standby. So the sounds in this pedal, I mean, I won't say they're infinite, but man, there's a lot. I mean, you can do anything with this knob right here, with the mood knob and the way it does its clipping thing. I mean, I have yet to find a sound I couldn't get. Now, again, back to my original thing I said in the beginning, maybe you are a gigging musician and you need very specific sounds. And do I think that Ridge can get you there? Yes, I actually think you could probably get every sound you ever need out of it. I mean, and it'll even get some pretty high gain too, as you can hear down there with this preset that I had earlier. Listen to this. Or this guy. This one. So the knobs didn't turn, obviously, but that is a preset I had in there. So you can get some pretty good gain. I've got passable rat tones out of it. I've got very good blues breaker tones out of it. So maybe you're the person who needs it for a very specific purpose, and there are overdrives out there that will do that better. But I have yet personally, in what I'm doing, which is more music production, not been able to get a sound I was looking for. And that for me was the issue. I had sounds I wanted and loved and wasn't getting with all the overdrives. That's why I kept buying the $20 and $30 overdrives, the Mooer and the Mosky and the NuX, and I kept buying all these sounds, trying to get these sounds I was hearing in my head. And now I can just dial them up with the Ridge like this. Like, so you have this basic sound, and if you want to go for something heavier and a little more gainy and scooped mids, just take the mids out and add more gain. And sorry if that's too loud, but that's just one kind of clipping. Over here is more distorted. That's getting into that sort of blues breakery Marshall-y sound, which I love. Of course, this is with single coils. You can get more with humbuckers. Now this is going to be, I don't even know what it would sound like, but you can almost even get into fuzz tones. That's a genuine gain sound right there. And you can listen to try to find another pedal you can do that with. To go from that to a practical sort of a mid honky kind of clone. So it is that versatile, and because it's that versatile, I don't need to buy any more pedals. And that's good if you want to save money, and it's good if you have sounds in your head already that you want to get. But boy, if you love having gas, the gear acquisition syndrome, this pedal will hurt you. It'll take that away. And personally, now this is the part where this is my opinion, totally my opinion. Take it or leave it. I think that's good. I think if you can narrow down your sound instead of desiring everybody else's sounds or sounding exactly like your heroes, and you can, I've said that in other videos and I'll say it more, it's sort of my worldview that you should be trying to sound like you, not like your heroes. It's great to have heroes, but I think heroes should inspire you to sound like yourself. So that's me talking. You don't have to hold to that, but that's the thing I love about the Ridge. I absolutely love that I can find sounds that I know nobody else has, or I can get sounds that are close to something someone else has and then make them my own. So to wrap up, I've been talking for a while. This is longer than I expected to talk. If you're looking for the be-all, end-all overdrive pedal, this might be it. I did end up getting a Flamma, sort of a cheap multi-effects box for delays and stuff, and I messed with the distortions in it and the overdrives in it, and they were fine. They were good, but man, I just haven't found anything yet to compare to the tones I can get out of the Ridge. I just love it. I get all the sounds I want. Again, I'm more of a blues-based guy, but I do some harder rock stuff. You can go listen to the music on my channel. I don't go full maybe metal. I might try. I might try to push this overdrive into some of my others or something like that. I do have a sort of a Blues Breaker clone, a King of Tone clone that I really do like a tone in it, and I use it quite a bit. But anyway, I just maybe that's a thought for you. Take that with you. There's 2 cents for you, or what I said before in my dumb videos is blue cents. Just a thought for you that maybe a good goal is to find a sound that you want for yourself, and then buy the gear that gets you that sound, instead of hearing the sounds of other people thinking that's a great sound, maybe I should have their sound too. And for me, as far as a palette and colors and getting to do what I want to do with sound, the Kernum Ridge has been amazing, and if not a little disappointing, because now I'm not searching anymore. And so I'll leave you with this, with what Mr. Wonka said to young Charlie. Take care.
Don't forget what happened to the man who suddenly got everything he always wanted.
What happened?
He lived happily ever after.